G'day all. Today I have Zoe Trebilcock from Australia joining us today on Quarantine Series number 25, I believe. I hope it is. G'day, Zoe. Sorry, I better unmute you. G'day, Zoe.
Hey, Barry, how you going?
Good to see you on.
Yeah, you too.
And of course, we have our very own Jess. G'day, Jess.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Very good. Hey, Zoe. So how you been? It's been a long time since I've caught up with you.
Yeah, it's been a while. So I've been in America since I last saw you, which was really cool.
In America? What were you doing there?
So I was working on a cruise ship. So I was playing keyboard in a band and just traveling the world, doing music.
Hey, so you cruised to the US or did you cruise from the US borders?
I started from the US. So I flew over to Tampa, which is in Florida, and then I spent a month over there rehearsing with the band. So we were doing a production show called Jersey Boys, and so we had that month on land, and then we flew to New York, and then that's when we started the cruises.
Right. Any interesting story how this cruise ended?
What was that, sorry?
Because that would have been around the same time as the coat.
Oh, yeah.
Any interesting stories with the cruise ending?
Oh, yeah. So I was supposed to be on the ship until August of this year, but obviously coronavirus is a thing. So we got sent home early.
Well, it's probably lucky you did. There's a few people stuck on ships for a while.
Oh, yeah. I know a few people who are still on the ships at the moment. Yeah. So I'm glad I just was able to make it back home to Australia, really.
Yes.
It's a crazy time to be getting into the cruise ship industry.
Oh, definitely. It was an experience for sure.
Well, at least I'm smart enough to send you home. Sorry, Jess.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask, is this something you've done before, or is this your first cruise boat tour as a pianist?
So this was my first ever cruise. I'd never been on a cruise as a guest either, but I wanted to do it for quite a while, and I just auditioned and got this gig. It was perfect timing for me because I just finished studying speech pathology at university as well. So I just finished that, and then I had all this time to go on a cruise.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was amazing.
Did you get to do things? Do you get to do things on the cruise, or it's just work?
So yeah, we were basically kind of acting as passengers. So we had 2 nights on where we would play 2 shows a night. I think it was on Thursdays and Friday nights. And then we had 5 days off. So whenever the cruise stopped, we could also get off the boat as well.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty good gig.
Oh, it was amazing. And we could eat at all the fancy restaurants on the ship as well. Just get off the boat, go to the Bahamas and, America.
Nice. Oh, how fantastic. Well, you've come in to just do instrumental for us today. No singing this time.
Yep.
Yeah, would you like to play something for us?
Yeah, sure. So I was thinking actually my first song would be A New York State of Mind because I've been in New York recently and I loved it. And also it's a Billy Joel song and I really love Billy Joel.
Rightio. All right, well, we'll give you the screen and we can't wait.
Thank you.
Nice. If anybody out there wants to let us know how that sounded, that'd be greatly apprecited. It sounded awesome on my end. That was a good song to start the night off with.
Thank you.
With me too.
Yeah, thanks. Hopefully, yeah, the sound is okay.
Yeah, let us know. Whether you're on YouTube or on Facebook, if you hit any comments in there, they're gonna pop up for us, and we can get them up on the screen there. So yeah. Also, if you just want to say hi, or if you've got any questions for Zoe, please put them in there.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Zoe, how did you get into a cruise? Like, suggest to others what they could do to be on a cruise, because obviously it sounds pretty awesome to be on a cruise, get paid for it.
Yeah, definitely. So you're basically getting paid to play music, to travel the world, to eat really cool food, to meet heaps of fun people. Yeah, it was amazing. It was a dream for me. So what I did was I applied through a talent agency. So it's called Landau Music, and they're based in California. And I had to do a few different auditions. So I had some sight reading auditions, and then I had to record myself playing heaps of different songs and then put them up onto YouTube, and then email them all the links. And also I had to give my music resume, just of all the music experience and gigs that I've done in the past. So yeah, I had a few of those sort of online auditions, and then they gave me a potential contract of doing the Jersey Boys, and of course I accepted. So that process took a couple of months actually to just have all those auditions and then get the final contract.
Well, that's pretty awesome. And I guess you would have been up against a fair few people.
Yeah, definitely. Particularly because it's an international company as well. So yeah, it was really cool to get a job on there. But yeah, definitely I went through a talent agency. So they sort of found the gig for me, and then they matched me up with the gig.
Right. So you told this talent agent that, hey, I want to be on a cruise.
Yeah, basically. And there's a lot of different music gigs that you can get on the cruise. So you can do piano bar entertainment. If you're a singer and pianist as well, you can play in a stage band, or like play with guest entertainers. So kind of doing new material every night. But what I was doing is the theatre musician contract. So I was playing the same Jersey Boys show every night when I was working.
Very good. You got any questions there, Jess? I feel like I've got so many questions. That sounds like such a great kind of time. I've heard about people doing this before, but I don't think I've ever actually got to speak to somebody who's like went through the whole experience.
Yeah,
it's super cool. Do you? So how long were you on the ship before everything got shut down?
I was on only about 2 months. So I'd had that whole month in Tampa in Florida that was on land at the Norwegian Creative Studios. And then I had, I think it was just under 2 months on the actual ship. So if I was on there at the moment, and if coronavirus wasn't a thing, I would be in Alaska at the moment.
Oh, crazy. What are some of the places you did get to see?
Yeah, so I went to New York every Sunday, which was amazing. And every time I went to New York, I just did something different. So I've done the Times Square, the Central Park, the Empire State Building, and all of that. So we also went to a place in Florida called Port Canaveral. That was kind of a day where we could get all our Wi-Fi and just get some snacks. We also went to the Bahamas. So we stayed in one of Norwegian's private islands called Great Stirrup Cay. And then we also went to Nassau, which is also in the Bahamas. And then we had a few sea days as well. So we kind of did that loop over the east coast of the States. And then if we were on the ship in May, the ship would have gone to the west side of the States and done some of the Mexican Riviera and Alaska.
Crazy. When you started playing piano, did you ever think that was going to start taking you around the world on a cruise boat?
No, I started when I was 7, and I kind of just learned it because my mum started teaching me, and I'm like, oh, I really like this, and I kept on going, and then here I am playing on a cruise ship.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I would have never thought.
A lot of people's dreams. And we got cruise ships going out from Australia. You didn't even try those ones?
Well, I didn't really know where to sort of look for cruises because I didn't know anyone who'd worked as a musician on a ship before. So I just Googled it. I said how to get a job on a cruise ship. and it came up with all these talent agencies, and they were all based in America. So I was like, oh, may as well just try this one. So
Nice.
yeah, so I did. So I'm not sure how to get into an Australian company, actually. I'm not too sure.
Oh, I could always send you the link later on if you're interested.
Yeah.
I was talking to a bloke. I was on the P&O cruise, and I was talking to a bloke on there that did the piano. And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so he sort of like told me a few things, but getting on an American ship, sounds a lot better than what he was on.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to go somewhere that I'd never been before. And so that was the first time I was in America, which was really cool.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so the ship was called the Norwegian Bliss. So it was all through Norwegian Cruise Lines. So it was a massive ship. It had about 5,000 passengers on it.
Yeah, and you chose not to do the piano bar.
Well,
Or
I
did
was
the
thinking
piano.
if I did that, if I applied for that, I would probably have to be a singer as well. Kind of do a lot of Billy Joel type piano bar stuff, I think. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to play in a band as well. So I thought this one is
What's the band
perfect.
called? Can we check it out?
It's kind of the pit band. So it doesn't have a name or anything. So they basically hired all the musicians individually and then just put us together in the band.
Right.
Yeah, so we all had the same contract starting in January and finishing in August. So they kind of, Norwegian kind of put us all together in the band. And then, once our contract ends and if we go on another ship, they would just put us with a new band if we did some sort of theatre gig as well. Yeah, but there was 9 of us in the band.
9, did you say?
Yeah.
It's a big band.
What's the purpose of having 9?
It
Sorry,
is.
Jess.
It is a big band. We actually had 3 keyboardists in the band just because Jersey Boys has, a lot of keyboard sounds and it's quite heavily driven. But we also had some horns and guitar and bass, drums.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've just got the piano tonight, but I'd love to hear some more of it if you want to play some more songs.
Definitely.
I'm excited to hear some more.
Definitely. So I thought this next one, because I've just played a Billy Joel one, I'd want to play an Elton John because they're 2 of my biggest musical influences.
Awesome.
Oh, there goes that question.
Yeah. That is an Elton John one.
Benny.
Yeah.
Yes,
I hope you're all singing along.
absolutely.
I
So,
feel like even without words, you can't not have the Benny going off in your head.
Yeah, you just got to do it. Benny and the Jets.
Yeah.
The
so
first time I heard that song actually was in the movie 27 Dresses. Have you seen it?
I
no,
have not.
It's
Is
a
it a
chick flick.
chick
It's a good movie.
don't tell my missus that one. She want me to watch it.
It's a good movie. That's where, yeah, that's where I first heard it. And it's just been, whenever I play that song, I just think of that movie every time.
All right.
Nice.
So Billy Joel and Elton John are a bit out of your age group. So how did you get onto them? Mum again?
I'm not too sure actually. So when I started playing, I was into more, I was classically trained for the first couple of years of my like life when I was playing piano. And then I went into more jazz. I'm not too sure how I got into it. I guess I was starting to read chords and things like that. And then I was experimenting with kind of jazz chords. And then I started getting more jazz piano teachers. And then through the songs I guess I was learning, I just started listening to songs from like the 70s and 80s and lots of jazz songs. And, you know, once I listened to them, I really loved it. So I've just been like trying to find more artists that I really like. And I guess, yeah, over the past couple of years, I've just listened to a lot of genres and styles of music. And I really love these guys.
Well, they're very talented with the
Yeah,
piano, so
definitely.
I can understand why you follow them.
Definitely.
Or why they are your inspiration. They
Yeah.
are. It's amazing.
I was so cut. I couldn't get to see Elton John live. So you know how he came to Australia
Yeah.
just a few months ago? Anyway, he was playing in a place called Waganya, which is only about 45 minutes from where I am.
Mhm.
But on that date, I would have been in America. So I obviously couldn't see him then. But I wanted to go see him in Melbourne a few weeks before, but I just didn't. And I was really busy and I was just about to leave for the ship as well. But anyway, I just missed him.
You're right. Yeah, that was a bit of bad luck over there.
Yeah.
Well, the same place they do the Day on the Green he was going to play.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, when you come to Canada, we'll camp outside the front of his house and maybe you'll come and talk to us.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Thanks.
Or get us arrested, one of the two.
Either way, it'll be amazing.
There's only one way to find out.
Let's do it after coronavirus.
That's it, after coronavirus, if it ever ends. So how are other things going? Because you were with a band once before. What are they called? Fifth
Yes. So I was with Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue, that's them. So I had to have a look.
Yeah, so there were about 5 of us in the band. So we played our first gig only a few months before I went overseas. And we were doing covers of kind of pop songs from the 90s and 2000s. So that was a lot of fun. But then when I went to America, I had to sort of leave the group. And I don't think they've been playing since then. And particularly now that coronavirus is a thing, it's made all bands, it's given all bands a challenge, I guess. But I was also playing with a band called Red Belly Black. So they're based in Albury, which is where I'm from. So with them, I've done some Pink Floyd tribute shows and also some Fleetwood Mac tribute shows, which has been really cool.
Absolutely fantastic. I actually didn't realize you were with Red Belly Black.
Yeah, so there's the 4-piece in the actual Red Belly Black, and then for these tribute shows, they just bring in different musicians.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was lucky enough to see you in Aubrey too when you went to Fifth Element, so that was good.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. How about another song for us, Zoe?
Yeah, cool. So I thought this next one might be more of a jazz standard. So for the past couple of years, I've been playing piano in a restaurant, and I just do dinner, cocktail, jazz music. So this is one of my favorite songs to play. So it's called Just the Two of Us.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
Cool.
That's it's funny that you were saying that last one really reminds me of 27 Dresses. This song I can't hear without thinking of Austin Powers.
Oh, really? Music does interesting things, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's funny sometimes, like when you see something or hear a song for the first time, it really brings that back for you.
Oh, absolutely.
That's such a beautiful song, but yeah, now I'm just thinking of Dr. Evil singing it with me. What are do you got any other examples of things like songs that you hear that as soon as you hear it, it just takes you straight back somewhere else?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. It's probably one of those things where as soon as I hear a song, I'll be like, oh, of course. But I can't think of any at the moment.
Fair.
Do you have any more examples? Do you know of any more?
Ooh, good question. I don't even know if I do have an answer to my own question. Oh yeah, we got some requests coming in there. Oh, I think we lost your audio there, Barry.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, I can hear you now.
All right, this Aaron Campbell guy, I don't know who he is.
Oh, I know him.
Oh, do you? Oh.
Yeah, so he plays with Red Belly Black, and so he's saying play Great Gig, which is a Pink Floyd song.
I hear he sort of like puts his talent wherever someone wants him.
Yeah, well, he's a very all-rounded, talented guy. Yeah, he plays guitar amazingly, as you can see in his picture there.
So I actually do know him, so that's all right.
Yeah. Well, I can play I'll play like 2 seconds of Great Gig.
Also, hi, Crab.
Hello. Oh, I just see you said hello from Australia.
Yeah, hello from Australia.
That was for Aaron.
There you go, Aaron. You got your request.
I was waiting for you to jump in there, Barry.
Oh, yeah, if I saw this message earlier, I would have been in there singing away. Not a problem. Everyone knows I've got a great voice.
Oh, of course, Barry.
Definitely not to get up on stage. Karaoke I might do when I'm extremely drunk. That's about it.
No.
I'm waiting for the day when I can actually like see you in real life, Barry, so I can get you drunk enough for that.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be all right. I only sing one song. That's all right. So Jess and I have actually never met. The day we're going to catch up down the pub, it was locked out. We were.
Oh no.
So that's it. So I've been pretty much quarantined all that time. So
So
anyway.
the pub's open for you guys now? Up to about 10 people, or is that just Australia?
No bars or anything are open here yet at this point.
Oh wow.
You guys are allowed to go to bars? What? I'm jealous now.
I think so. I haven't actually been to one since Corona, but I think they're allowing up to 10 people at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
not
there's restrictions. I think they're only allowed to eat or something, and they've got to book.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So every bar is just a private party now in Australia.
Yeah. I mean, the other night it was my sister's 21st birthday, so we booked out an entire restaurant because there were about 9 of us.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so that was fun.
That's good. Are you in Albury now?
Yeah. So I'm in Albury. I've been here since I got back from America, so I had to do the 2 weeks of quarantine. So I was staying in the shed out the back, and then now I'm allowed inside the house, which is good.
Ah, good. So another request, if you can see that, from Crab.
Oh yeah, the Beatles, Let It Be. I don't think I have played that one actually.
How about Hey Jude?
You know what? I don't think I know how to play that one either. I'm trying to think if I've played any Beatles songs. I think I played All My Lovin' actually, but
just don't play Imagine.
Imagine. Oh yeah, I know Imagine. No, so I don't think I'll be able to do the Beatles ones.
People liked that song a lot more before this quarantine happened, and all those celebrities jumped on that one. I feel like it used to be such a cool song, and now everybody's like, "Screw that! I don't want to hear it."
Yeah. It's funny how you like a song and then everyone does it, and you're like, "Oh, do I really like this song now?"
Yeah. Oh, what is it? Barry, horses?
Horses, yeah. Everyone's sick of that. So just never heard it before.
Crab says, starting Monday, all pubs are open, a 50 restaurant, and you can have as many beers as you can.
Oh, yeah, actually, I did hear that. Yeah, so soon you're going to, the restaurants are going to allow 50 people at a time. So it looks like you can have a drink as well.
Crazy.
That's cool.
How are things in Australia? Are the cases down?
I think we're doing pretty well. I'm in New South Wales at the moment. I think we're pretty steadily at, I don't know, around 0 for the past couple of days at least. I haven't actually been keeping up too much with it.
Cool. Okay, that's good. We're not doing so good here, so I just kind of assumed other people were not doing so good either. But that's awesome to hear you guys are opening back up.
Yeah.
Australia in general did pretty good. Victoria and New South Wales are starting to open up probably a little bit too early. Like we got zeros all over the other states except for New South and Victoria the last time I looked. So who knows what's going to happen if they open up too quick.
Yeah, and if there's going to be a second wave that I hear, I'm not too sure.
Oh, let's hope that's just let's hope that's not a thing, because I don't know. We're not even through our first wave yet, so I can't even think about a second wave.
Give us the vaccine.
If the second wave is going to be even worse, then I don't know how I'm going to deal with it.
Oh man. We got some more comments. Oh, Ben takes us back. First he was seconding "Let It Be," and now Trav said, "At least they're famous." Are you?
Yeah, a bit of bantering going on now.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, Ben's famous over here.
Oh, I see. That's between them.
I believe so, but Ben's famous over here. Jeez, you better get to know Ben. Like, he's so famous. Still trying to get his autograph, take photos of him, all sorts of things. It's just unbelievable.
He's from the Canadian version of the Beatles.
Yeah, he's like 3 million followers. Anyway, that's
I
Ben.
want to go to Canada.
So was that you coming over? Did you say, Zoe?
Yeah, I mean, after Corona, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's really good. Well, normally it's really good. The music scene's really fairly strong over here, I believe.
Yeah, it looks cool, and I love the scenery in Canada. I've just seen a few pictures, and it looks amazing.
It's great.
There's some nice spots.
Yeah.
Benjamin says his mom thinks he's cool.
Oh, you look cool, Benjamin.
Jaden saying, "Miss you, Zoe."
Hey, Jaden. Hope you're doing well. He's an Australian as well. Hey, Jaden.
Nice.
I wonder how many Canadians to Australians we've actually got on here. It doesn't really tell us where anyone's from.
Oh, yeah. Well, everyone write down where you're from.
Yeah,
write down where you're from.
We'd love to see where you guys are coming from. And no fighting in the sidebar here that I don't even know what to do with if that starts happening, you know? That's cool. Do you want to maybe play us another song? And if anybody also has any questions for Zoe, if you want to throw them up there, we'd love to get them out there.
Just keep everyone up to date. She's been on a cruise, so you can ask about that. She's been quarantined. A lot of things have happened to her. So throw up some questions. And she loves Elton John and Billy Joel. Don't hold that against her.
So I'm going to play one of my other jazz favorite standards. It's called Autumn Leaves.
Radio.
Cool.
It's all yours.
Oh, there's some other music going.
Surprise.
Barry added a dancing element to this live cast now.
Loving it.
What's going on?
I couldn't tell you.
Hang on. It's you, Zoe.
I have no idea what's going
Oh, it's
on.
coming from Zoe's head.
Money, everybody wants it.
Well, why not add this in, Jess? We've had a lot of things happen before, so
This is good music.
That's funny. Yeah, this is a new one. Yes, that's definitely coming from your
yeah, I
computer
already
there,
knew
Zoe.
it once. Yeah. She hasn't had to get rid of it. So you've ran out of songs to play, haven't you, Zoe? So you put that on.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't help it.
That's funny. Well, I'm gonna
All right.
say a hi.
Hi.
Hey, well, Zoe, tell us your future plans. Are you getting back on that ship once all the quarantine stops?
Yeah, that's the plan. Are you guys still hearing this music?
Yeah, we'll just put up with it.
Oh, yeah, let's go with it. Yeah, so that's the plan at the moment. So at the moment, I'm hoping to get a job as a speech pathologist in Australia for a couple months, and then maybe eventually go back onto the ship when it all opens up again. If you can hear it, as I said.
Yeah, we could hear you, but yeah, very, very distracting.
I have a hard time concentrating on the simplest of days.
Me too.
Me too, I'm just
What do you do outside of playing piano?
Well, so I've just been studying for 4 years, so that took up a bit of my time. I also like doing outdoor stuff, going hiking and camping and things like that. I do play a lot of music in my spare time.
Hey, I got an idea. Hit your space bar. That didn't work. Oh well. Sorry, keep going. I just didn't mean to interrupt you.
Ben's digging the music. Thanks. I should start breakdancing. If my computer was pointed at the floor, trust me, I'd be spinning in circles right now. You just wouldn't be able to see it, so I'm gonna withhold.
We're going to be in court next week for copyright. That's okay.
Yeah, sorry, this is not my song.
That's funny. And you don't know where that's coming from?
Turn it up.
Oh, hold on. It was coming through
There you
mine.
go. Yes, yeah. I thought you were aware of that one. I thought you were just letting it go for a little while.
I was like, yeah, it's cool music. I'm like, oh, because it's on my playlist.
That explains. Yeah, I'm guessing you like that song.
Yeah. I wonder how long it's been playing for, though.
Well, 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the whole song. I
Did it
believe.
start
But anyway.
playing when I was playing my song?
That's no. It started right after you came back for some reason.
Oh, cool. Well, that song was called Money by Lexol Dance Machine and Corey Wong. So,
For anybody wondering,
Yeah.
what kind of stuff are you listening to during this quarantine?
Well, I've been getting into a lot of New Zealand artists, which is pretty cool, kind of indie pop. But I've also been listening to a lot of 70s and 80s music. I'm listening to a lot of traditional jazz as well, so things like Oscar Peterson and Red Garland and Duke Ellington and things like that. So that's been a lot of fun. I really like a lot of different genres of music. Yeah.
Cool. What would you say what are probably like the top 3 most played artists over the last couple of months?
That is a good question. So before I went on the ship, I was listening to a lot of the Jersey Boys songs, so Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. There's a band called America who I like. No, I'm going to say Stevie Wonder. Aretha Franklin. And Carole King. I've been listening to them a bit. Also Hall & Oates and Orleans. The Eagles. Yeah.
Nice.
Things like that.
Nice.
And
a little bit from a bunch of different pockets.
Yeah, literally. And also, things like the song that you just heard for 3 minutes as well.
Which you thought we were joking that it was coming from you.
Yeah, I was like, it's definitely not me. I've closed everything, but Spotify was still open.
That's pretty funny. That's a new one. We had a little music break for the show. That's funny.
Normally it's the kids that come in running in and interrupting, but that's all good. It's all for fun anyway, so it doesn't matter if the kids come in.
Yeah. I feel like especially on these Australian ones, like things go like we've had the music, we've got like kids running in, we've got like the underwear incident.
No pants.
I haven't heard of that one actually.
That was with that was an outlier.
That was Jay.
Yeah.
Didn't think he needed him. He wasn't going to stand up.
I've seen a lot of incidents like that happen, like with news reporters and things. They just wear the suit top and then boxes or something.
Yeah. Well, chances of anybody seeing your legs are pretty low, right?
Yeah.
I've actually been wearing a super colorful pair of pants that nobody's ever going to get to see every time, you know?
Yeah, we'll just stick with the headshots, Jess. So, are you getting back on that cruise when things go back to normal?
Yeah, so that's the plan. I don't think it's going to be for the next couple of months. So cruise is probably going to be one of the last things that open. That's just what I'm guessing. So hopefully I'll work as a speech pathologist in Australia for a while, and then I'd love to go back and do another Jersey Boys contract, and maybe after that do another contract where I go to a different place in the world, or maybe do a different show, or do a guest entertainer type gig, so play for different guest entertainers. I don't really know at the moment, but so hopefully when the cruises start back, I can go back onto the same ship, which is the Norwegian Bliss, and hopefully I can do the same Jersey Boys contract. But I guess we'll see how everything pans out.
Yeah, well, I hope they honour your contract as in time-wise anyway.
Yeah.
I guess not many people would come back on.
Yeah, so I think I'll try to get as many of the same people who were on the ship to come back on again. Yeah.
So what are you doing now? Sorry, Jess.
I'm just chilling at home, really. So every day I've just been playing piano, doing exercise. I've been learning guitar, which has been fun. Cooking a bit, just watching movies, not doing much at all.
I was going to ask if you're practicing those Jersey Boy songs throughout all this, or if they're already so ingrained into your brain they're going to stay there until these cruises come back.
I think they're pretty ingrained into my brain now. But I do still like listening to them. I was playing a few songs the other day, actually.
Right
So
on.
I've been playing by music, and hopefully I'll be able to memorize the whole charts by the end of this. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, sorry, just go.
So I was just gonna say, I'm guessing you have to be very extremely spot on when you're in a band of 9 people. How is doing everything with that many musicians as part of the
Yeah, it was really cool. So we all had to buy our own in-ear monitors. So I thought I'd better lash out and spend a lot of money on mine just for fun. So I got custom in-ear monitors, and then we all had an Aviom system. So we would plug our ears into the Avioms, and then we all had our own levels, so we could change the levels of all the different instruments and the cast members who were singing, and also the audience, so we could just adjust the levels for our own ears. And then we also had our own screen, which had a video of the conductor. So the conductor was showing for every single band member, but also up on the stage as well. So yeah, you kind of looked at your screen to follow the conductor's cues, and then you had your Avion monitors to adjust your own sound. And yeah, so it worked like that. So we were in the pit, and there was this big black thing in the middle of the room, so I couldn't actually see all the band members at a time. So you kind of rely on just the conductor and listening to everyone else. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's quite the complicated setup, but it's to pull off quite the complicated thing with all that music. So that's super cool to hear that. That's kind of the behind the scenes of all those kind of things.
Yeah, so much fun.
Nice. Do you got more songs for us? I'm not sure how many you were gonna play here.
Yeah. I've got 2 more, or I can just do 1 more. Well, I don't mind.
Well, let's do another one and see how we go.
All right, sounds good. So
I'd like to hear 2 actually, but let's get this one away.
Sounds good. So this next one, it's a Red Hot Chili Peppers one, and I think the other day, you know how a song just randomly comes into your head and you just start humming along to it?
Yeah.
It happened with this song. I was like, oh, I should play this song. So yeah, I haven't actually heard it probably for a few years even, and then all of a sudden it just came into my head. So here we go.
I can't wait to hear which Red Hot Chili Pepper song it is. Right on. I didn't know which one to expect. That was a pretty cool rendition of that one.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I quite like the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Nice.
I just can't think of the name of that one. It's right on the top of my lips.
Under the Bridge.
Under the Bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have done a competition of name that song.
Oh, yeah.
I have another question for you.
Oh, who are my top 3 piano players of all time? I've got to say Oscar Peterson. I would say that's a really good question. Thelonious Monk, actually, I've been listening to a little bit. He's really cool. And then a tie between. Oh, that's such a good question. Actually, Andrew. Oh no. I'm just going to do another tie between Elton John and Billy Joel. So that's kind of 4. But yeah, definitely jazz piano and jazz trios I really like. Oh, Jules Holland, actually. I'll put him as number 3.
Ooh,
There we
sorry,
go.
Billy and Elton.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Awesome. So you mentioned so like you've spent a lot of time playing the piano. Even during the quarantine, that's something you were getting paid for, but now it's just something you're doing for the joy of it. What is it, do you think, about piano and playing music and all that kind of stuff that brings people like you joy? Like, what is it that you love so much about music and the piano?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not too sure because I started playing when I was 7. So there's not really a time where I remember music with like not being in my life, I guess. Right. So I've kind of always had music and I've always been playing the piano, but I just love particularly playing the piano right here. It's such a full sound and the whole room just gets surrounded in music and I'm just kind of in the middle of it all as I play. I just love that feeling. I love playing kind of feel-good songs, songs with a bit of a groove and just, yeah, I don't know. It's just always been something that I've loved.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what song don't you like people requesting? Now, being a piano person, I think it'd be Woman in Red, but you could have your own.
Well, actually, I've had Piano Man a couple of times by Billy Joel, but that's kind of fun. I think everyone kind of thinks of Piano Man as soon as you think of piano.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't really have songs that I don't like playing, I don't think.
Oh, there we go. That's
I
awesome.
think it's everyone else in my family who has to listen to me play them that they don't like the songs that I play.
I'm sure they like it.
Yeah, it's just when I play it 100 times over and over.
Well, that they may not. Jersey boys.
Yeah.
How much time did it take you in like practice to prepare for this Jersey Boys gig?
The Jersey Boys. So we got given the charts about 2 weeks before we left. So I was listening to all the tracks and just playing through the music. And then we had the whole month of rehearsal. So yeah, 2 weeks before I started my contract is when I got given the music. So I was kind of just playing that every day, just getting really, really familiar with it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, we're nearly up for our hour. So would you just like to play us a song and we'll go out on you playing a song? Because normally we go out in a video, but we don't have one for you because you don't seem to ever be behind the video camera.
Yes. No. Well, I've just started an Instagram page. That's something that I've gotten a little bit more into during quarantine. I've got like a Zoe Treb Music, it's called. I should get some more videos up and running on that page.
Do you have a Facebook page as well?
No, I don't have Facebook. It's just on Instagram.
Right.
Yeah. This last one, it's a bit more of a groovy one. It's called Revelation by the Yellow Jackets. So
all right, we'll go out on that and just stay with us after we end the broadcast, Zoe, and we'll have a bit of a chat afterwards.
Yeah, cool. Well, it was nice to chat with you guys.
Yeah, thank you for coming on.
Thank you. It's been fun.
Thanks. Bye.
Cool. And before she gets started here, thank you so much to everybody for tuning in. This has been another fun one. Thanks for spending your Wednesday night or Thursday morning with us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.